So as we're entering back in, I will for action taken from the executive session. Does that sound?
You're live.
Okay, all right. Well, welcome back in. We will continue. We are entering out of our third executive session for this special called meeting on Tuesday, December 21st here in the council chambers. We are back live on live, and we are number 5 on the agenda, which is action, if any, resulting from executive session. Counselors, in our packets here, I do believe we have a proposed motion for agenda on agenda item number 6.
Right. Counselor Garwood had to use the restroom.
Okay.
He'll be back.
We could wait for Counselor Garboden, or we could, if somebody could make, I could entertain a motion if there's any action that needs to be taken care of, or.
May I clarify?
What's that?
Are we on agenda item number 5 or agenda item number 6?
Well, number 5, I apologize. We are on agenda 5, which is action, if any, resulting in executive session. Oh, because we're going to go through it, executive session 1, 2, and 3? So I have on my agenda here, on number 5, it says action, if any, resulting from executive sessions.
I think the confusion might be that tell me if I'm wrong, but the action that you're getting ready to take is also going to be number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay. Okay, so we will, so item number 6 is labor negotiations, and that is retention of counsel. And there was executive discussion that will result in action. So, Mr. City Administrator, do you want to make some comments on item number 6? And then we can talk about the action necessary for taking.
Mayor and Council, this is a proposal to hire outside counsel for labor negotiations as representative for all labor negotiations for the City of North Bend. You have been provided a copy of the engagement letter and also a proposed motion to engage with the local government law group.
Okay, thank you. So the proposed motion would be to authorize the mayor to sign an engagement letter with the local government law group.
So moved. Second.
All right, I hear a first and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the proposed motion to entertain, to authorize the mayor to sign an engagement letter with the local government law group, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. So that takes care of item 6 and the action from the executive session. That was 5 and 6 combined. Number 7 is engagement of public safety technical assistance. Mr. Millian?
Madam Mayor and Council, you have a proposed motion before you based on information from executive session.
Excuse me?
So in our packets here, there was, let's see, I have some.
My packet is 1 page.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is just me that has this information. So on, so number 7 item is engagement of public safety technical assistance. The council could entertain a motion to authorize the city administrator to issue a request for proposal to secure a consultant or consultants capable of conducting a professional police department study that can be relied upon to provide a detailed report on several things, including efficiency, staffing, deployment, schedules, overtime, and department operations, organizational strengths and weaknesses, forming the basis for the preparation of a strategic plan for future growth and development. The study could also include projections of inferences or recommendations for managing the workload of the agency, and pay an analysis of similar size agencies in Oregon, including associated incentives and benefits.
We have any idea how much that'll cost?
Not until we get the RFP responses back, sir. And that'll ultimately be a engagement of this governing body.
Okay. No rough idea.
I've seen all figures, but we're going to start with our risk assessment folks from CIS and work outward from there.
Okay.
So this is just for RFPs?
Yes, it's not an actual engagement.
Okay.
We'll actually engage in RFP, put it together, and then solicit responses, and then bring back
And then
the
go from there.
engagement to the governing body.
So if there was a motion for the RFP, then we would see something come back of what that would,
That's correct.
what that would look like, okay? Would the council like me to read the details of what that was again that we would like to consider? So
Sure,
again,
why
huh? So it would be, I could entertain a motion to authorize the city administrator to issue a request for proposal to secure a consultant or consultants capable of conducting professional police department study that can be relied upon to provide a detailed report on the following: efficiency, staffing, deployment schedules, overtime and department operations, organizational strengths and weaknesses, forming the basis for the preparation of a strategic plan of future growth and development, projections, inferences, or recommendations for managing the workload of the agency, and pay analysis of similar size agencies in Oregon, including associated incentives and benefits. This would just be an RFP. This is not engaging yet. But to
So
see-
moved.
Second.
All right. I hear a first and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion that Councilor Gargoyle presented, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Number 8 on the agenda is 2021 voting delegates. This is something that is coming from the League of Cities annual membership meeting. Mr. Milliron, is this something in the, typically in the past that they will, councils will appoint the mayor to be the voting delegate, or how does that typically work?
Unfortunately, I don't have historical knowledge, but I'm certain your Councilor Tim Slater does. The conference in person has been canceled, and so they're going to still do online the annual membership meeting. So I would divert to your councilman to give you guidance on your question.
Okay, Councilor Slater, do you know how this is typically handled?
Yes, it's at the business meeting, normally as you come in, if the mayor is attending, we have the mayor be the one casting the vote, and if the mayor is not, then it's among the people that are there, you just select one to take the key. We go council president or whoever, but basically you vote, one vote per city. And as mentioned with our canceled LOC conference this time, we'll be running a virtual business meeting. Go through the changes to the charter, plus the election of the new board, and that's it, and take care of those items.
And usually, I mean, whoever is, if the mayor's president at the breakfast meeting when they have all.
Yes, whoever was there.
Right, and if
I move that
was
the
gonna-
mayor handles it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 'cause you're in-
I hear a motion that is, do we need a motion? Probably need a motion. When in doubt, have a motion.
When in doubt,
We could
motion.
consensus it.
We have, yeah. I heard Councilor Gall said the mayor can handle it. Do I hear a second?
Second.
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 All in
Aye.
favor of the motion on the floor that Mayor Engelke handles the voting delegates for the League of Cities annual membership meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We had a discussion, motion carries.
Could
Thank
I
you,
have
sir.
a comment before we adjourn?
So I don't see any other business, and I will allow some discretion for your comment.
Well, thank you.
I hope.
No, my only point is on, we often have a couple of strings of executive sessions, and I think it'd be nice, even though they're titled whatever, that you have as you begin, a lead-in sentence which says, for example, this is a presentation of data to you which reflects blah. And that's what we're focused at doing, not talking about what it is or what's going on, but if you have that simple description starting each one, then maybe we understand how to best reply to it.
Or after the
Just
legal
a
description
suggestion.
of what you're having to pay for, a little explanation at the end of that first sentence. This is what we're really doing.
With Oregon open meeting laws, is it very specific on how it can be, how the executive sessions and what actually goes in there?
I think you could get away with that for some things. It's kind of open, but it's because the whole point of having the executive session is to create a certain amount of privacy for either the people involved or for a very touchy issue. For example, if everybody knows that there's one piece of really sweet property in town that, is on sale or about to go on sale, and all of a sudden we announce that we're going to go into executive session for consideration
No,
of.
I'm saying in the executive.
Oh, in here. Yeah, oh, so not on the
Session opens,
agenda.
And the person that makes a statement at the beginning of the executive session presentation, hey, this is a presentation on facts and data which enable you to form a better opinion on blah.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. With no further business, I will, or other business, I will adjourn this evening's meeting.